All right, good morning, traders. Today is October 4th, 2024. My name is John Kerrigan. I moderate the BYOB trading room. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, everybody in digital land, for subscribing to my channel, being a part of my Facebook group, leaving kind comments. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of that, and I am grateful. Thank you. My SPY pivot this morning is 568. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. All of the Fab 5 still in daily uptrend. SPY closed, 2-hour downtrend, 10-minute uptrend. IWM made lower low and a lower high, closing under a bearish trap under the 17 EMA. SPY made an inside day, that's a lower high and a higher low, closing underneath a bearish trap but over the 17 EMA. FNGU and QQQ both made higher highs and higher lows. FNGU closed under a bearish trap under the 17 EMA, while QQQ closed under a bearish trap but over the 17 EMA. Oh, got that in there twice. While QQQ closed under a bearish trap, but wow, lost my place. Yeah, got that one. Over the 17 EMA. Diamond Dow made a lower low and a lower high, closing under a bearish cross, but over the 17 EMA. GLD and SLV both in uptrends. SLV made an inside day. Again, lower high, higher low, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Gold made lower high, lower low, closing inside the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. UNG in an uptrend made a higher high and a higher low, closing above the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. USO in an uptrend made a higher high and a higher low, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. And then US dollar index still in a downtrend, closed near the 101.91 area, coming off the top of that hockey stick. All right, let's take a look at some charts. All right, first chart we'll look at, 10-minute chart of the SPY. All right, start with the 10. Yesterday, we left with a 10-minute uptrend. This morning, as of right now, still got an hour and a half to go. We're in a 10-minute uptrend right here. Okay, we had a downtrend line, which was right through here. All right, let me plot that out for us. And you can see we broke that downtrend line right there. So it'll be interesting to see what happens if we come up here and visit this line over here, which is residing at 571.50 for today. All right, so 10-minute uptrend into the close. So all we need for an entry this morning, all right, is a green candle over 568. All right, just can't be, it just can't be a topping wick candle, mostly wick. All right, and it can't be a red candle, and it can't be a doji candle. All right, so we can't have a red candle, a doji candle, or a topping wick candle, because all of those are neutral to bearish candles. All right, so that's what we're looking for this morning to continue with this 10-minute uptrend as we open up the gates this morning. Okay, over 568. Of course, we're already over 568. In case they pull back, that would be what I'm looking for. All right, so you have some red here. Green erased it right there. Okay, you have some red here from here down to there, and it's looking like green erased that as well. Okay, you can see price action up over this red, kind of challenging this red right here. All right, so breakout over this 569.50 area looks like we're probably got a nice promising visit up to 571.50. All right, it's not much. All right, but if we can catch it at 569.50, that's a $2 move. If they can capture the whole thing, we'll see what happens. All right, but that's that's what we're in store for. Just probably a tight day, and I expect it to probably waffle back and forth between 571.50 and the top of this base, which is kind of like 169, actually 170. So we'll see what happens with that today. Hopefully, they find their way all the way back up to 574. We'll see. All right. Don't want to get ahead of myself. Still haven't broken this downtrend line right through here. All right. So there's 10-minute chart. On the 2-hour chart. Okay. 2-hour chart. We left off with 2-hour downtrend. Okay. Downtrend because the 3 and price. Okay. The 3 is that thin yellow line underneath the 8, which is the white thin line. Okay, so we left off with a 2-hour downtrend. Now in the pre-market, post-market, they crossed them. All right, so it's kind of working its way back up. So could get a pullback up to the top of this breakdown candle high. All right, I'm looking for 571.50 where the downtrend line is, but in case they try to spike it, all right, I would be looking at this breakdown candle high, which is about 573.50. All right, that would be a target for me today. Okay, 571.50, then 573.50, and if they want to keep ripping over that, I'll take 574.50. All right, but there's the breakdown candle high. That will be a target later today. Okay, it all depends on how far we get today. So we're in store for a possible trend day. All right, so we'll see what happens. All right, there's the 2-hour chart. Hit the daily chart. So the daily chart, here we got ourselves a cross. All right, notice the yellow 3 EMA is now crossed underneath the 8 EMA right there. All right, that's the white line. It's hard to see because it just is. Because I got them so big and the lines are very thin. All right, but everything's still up over the 17 EMA. Okay, what else do we have? We're up over the prior all-time high, anchored VWAP. That's bullish, all right? But we still need an uptrend, all right? And kind of looks like we got that today, all right? We're up over the prior all-time high, a prior all-time high right here, anchored VWAP. That's bullish, but again, still need an uptrend, all right? We have an open gap down here. Now, should things fall apart, and we're down under 568.50, I would be looking for a visit of 565.17. If they get below that, all right, good chance they're probably coming to this pink line and possibly gap fill. All right, so we'll see what happens. There's SPY on the daily chart, okay? Still in an uptrend because it's made higher lows and higher highs. If it breaks this low, it'll be in a downtrend. Right now, in an uptrend, okay? Not moving up, but still, nonetheless, in an uptrend. What is it doing that we do like? All right, we got price action, all right, moving up and holding the higher ground, okay? That's bullish, all right? We've got a bullish gap that hasn't been filled right through here, okay? That's bullish, all right? Consolidating to the right over prior consolidation. That's bullish. So we got consolidation right through here. So we got consolidation right through there. And we are consolidating on top of that. Okay, that's bullish. All right, what else do we have? Okay, more prior consolidation right over here. All right, let's trash that out. So we got consolidation here, and we got a little bit more, kind of choppy right through there, but more consolidation right through there. Okay, so got consolidation here, we got consolidation here, right through there, and consolidation here. That's bullish. So it'll take a little bit of time, it looks like, to move up through this, all right? Again, we could be waiting on earnings, all right? Because everything is set up to move higher. We're just not moving higher, all right? So we'll see what happens. So there's SPY. you got the game plan for today. All right. Over the pivot, we're bulls. Looking for that green candle target, 571.50. All right. And then 573.50. And then, well, let's go ahead and attack the all-time high if they get that far. I don't know how bullish they're going to be. We're setting up for a nice trend day run. All right. If things fall apart, looking for gap fill down here. Well, first we're going to tag the top of the gap, all right, which is 565.17 if you want to put a line in there now, all right, and then go for gap fill, which is around 561, 560 and a half right there. Okay, so there's SPY. All right, let's take a look at QQQ. All right, QQQ on the daily chart, okay? Making higher lows, making higher highs. That's an uptrend. Up over anchored VWAP. That's bullish. Just need it to move up, all right? So we're looking for 10-minute uptrends. It looks like we may get that today, all right? Those are the ones I want to play. I want to play all the 10-minute uptrends, okay? Looking for all the 10-minute uptrends that are over this pink line, okay? Anytime I get a 10-minute uptrend, I want to be part of that, okay? 10-minute uptrends over the pink line. Okay, not interested in the downtrends, not interested in shorting. Why? Because we're too bullish to be bearish. All right? Just need to get more bullish, but we'll see how far we go. Okay, so I'm not expecting a whole lot out of today's movement, all right? But it could move and re-challenge the high. We'll see what happens, okay? Not expecting a whole lot of upside. All right, recently price action has been pretty slim, all right? Kind of like moves that don't go far, all right? So you might only get maybe 3 to 4 green candles to the upside on the 10-minute chart. Okay, just saying that right now, all right? We'll see what happens, but that's all you may get today because that's all I've been getting recently on these up moves and down moves is like on a bearish one, I got like maybe three or 4 red candles to the downside, and then that was it. The move was over. Same with the upside. I've only been getting 3 to 4 green 10-minute candles to the upside, and then that's it. The move was over. All right, so just preparing you in case you want to scalp some quick profits today. Okay, you got that 10-minute uptrend. You may only get 3 to 4 green candles. All right, but I always leave a trailer. All right, in other words, I don't close out all my contracts. Kind of leave like maybe 4 or 5 to make the run in case they do break through. There's always that, maybe they break through today, maybe they don't. All right, so there's QQQ in an uptrend. Finally got a 10-minute uptrend today, so nice work there on QQQ. All right, let's take a look at FNGU. All right, FNGU made a higher high right here, okay? So that puts it in an uptrend. Since then, they've made a higher low. Since the higher low, they have not made a higher high. But what they have done is been bullish, okay? So they've moved up, and then they held the higher ground. Then they moved up, and then they almost held the higher ground. It looks like they fell out, looking like a hook to come up through and maybe break out of the upside. We'll see what happens. But they went up, they held the higher ground, then they gave it up and filled the bullish gap. All right, but now they're leaving that bullish gap area, kind of a failure to make a lower low. All right, and going back and probably going to challenge these highs up here. All right, we'll see what happens. If not the highs, I would be looking for probably the baseline right through the top of those wicks right there. All right, on FNGU. All right, hopefully they climb all the way up that breakdown candle high. That would be sweet. All right, that's a possibility. All right, once we get there, I don't know where we go from there. Hopefully we go higher. I would really rather see them consolidate up here in this area. after attaining that breakdown candle high. That would be really nice to see consolidation up here over prior consolidation. Can they do it? I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. We're very close to breaking this high right here. So what is that high? Just in case you're interested, because that would be very bullish for the market if the FNGU creates a higher high. So the high up there, 440.64. All right. So over 440.64, it's game on. All right. We could see a definite challenge of probably the all-time highs in SPY. We'll see. All right. So there's FNGU. Still bullish, up over the all-time high anchored VWAP, just has not been moving up. We got the 10-minute uptrend today. So today is the day to play. All right. So there's FNGU. All right, let's take a look at two more, IWM and Diamond Dow. All right, let's take a look at Diamond Dow right here. Diamond Dow, what was it, 5 days ago, all right, put in a new all-time high. It is up over a prior all-time high anchored VWAP. Okay, that's bullish. Price action yesterday. You can see in the past, the bulls have been buying it up right through here. Then you get down here, got a pause, then kind of moving up. So yesterday was a lower high, lower low, closing under bearish cross, but over the 17 EMA and over prior all-time high anchored VWAP. Okay, if Diamond Dow gets a 10-minute uptrend, that would be an indication of money flowing into the market up here at these highs over this prior all-time high anchored VWAP. Okay, so Diamond Dow bullish. Okay. What Diamond Dow is doing a lot of the right stuff. It's moving up and holding the higher ground. Okay, that's exactly what we like. What we don't like is when they go up and then they give it up. All right, that's neutral. All right, when they go up and hold, that's bullish. You go up, you give it up and more, okay, that's bearish right there. That's a bearish situation. Okay, so see how they went up, they gave it up, and then more. All right, that's bearish. All right, so you see it took them a while to get back up over there. All right, let's take a look at IWM. IWM's the next one. All right, IWM. Okay, this is, I don't think that's an all-time high anchored VWAP. No, it's not. Okay, but it is the 2024 high anchored VWAP. All right, and I think it's actually the 2023 and the 2022. All right, so what you got there, that is a 1, 2, almost a 3-year anchored VWAP right there. Okay, it's going to be powerful. Okay, and you can see price action is above it. That's bullish. All right, but it has not been moving up. See the meltdown right there? Has not been melting up, or it's been melting down. It has not been moving up. Okay, but notice yesterday's candle, got ourselves a doji candle right there. Okay, little body, kind of a decent sized wick, decent sized tail. Okay, maybe this is the end of the melting. Maybe. All right, need an uptrend. All right, to get inspired. Need to see the yellow 3 EMA on top of the white. All right. So this is bullish up over the anchored VWAP. All right, we're just not moving up. That's the problem. So there's IWM. Price action yesterday, lower high, lower low, closing underneath a bearish trap because the 3 is underneath the white 8. All right, yellow 3 underneath the white 8 and underneath the 17 EMA. Okay, so underneath, but still bullish because we're making higher lows and higher highs. If we break this low, that's a downtrend. All right. As of now, we're holding the uptrend right now. What we do see, all right, is price action has been moving up and kind of holding the higher ground. But let me just say, this 30-degree pullback that you see right here in this flag, those are my favorites. Those are the ones that bust out to like really big highs. A lot of energy in that flag, okay? I don't think it's ready to be released yet, and that's why I'm saying ahead of time, don't expect big moves, all right? I'm pretty sure the market's waiting on earnings. Okay, don't expect a big move out of SPY today. Maybe get 3 or 4 green candles, and maybe that's it. All right? I think they're waiting on earnings, and earnings don't come in for a couple weeks. All right? So here's IWM. All right? Still bullish. What happens here is you get this move up, consolidate back, and then after that, you get a rip to the upside. All right? That's why I like those the best. Because they pull back to kind of like minor support, and then they rip to the upside. So those are some of my favorites. So there's IWM. All right, let's take a look at our technicals. Okay, on T21, 22. All right, what do we got here? We spent the day yesterday in the seller's chop zone. Okay, kind of caught underneath this downtrend line. So much for that uptrend line. That failed us right there, or it failed the line. So we're in the seller's chop zone. We were knocking on the door of the midfield here, 50-yard line. Okay, couldn't quite make it over. I think we make it over this morning. We'll see what happens. Okay, like to kind of make it back up in here into the buy zone. Notice we did not get in the oversold zone or the sell zone at all. All right, so just kind of a melting off these past, well, since the 27th, actually since last Friday. Nothing but melting off all week. T21.23. Okay, just a few days ago, we put in all-time highs on the 2nd. On the 3rd, no new all-time highs. Price action up here, just red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, okay? They're just transferring ownership. All right, up here. That's it. All right, up over, rising 200 SMA. That's nice. Eventually, 200 SMA is going to make contact with this, and I think it maybe provide some lift for a little breakout move. I don't know how far it goes. Maybe 3 days of breakout, and maybe that's it. I don't know. So here's T21.23 with the 200 SMA just lifting up underneath it, looking to give it a boot and get it going again. All right, so there's T21.23, and look at it. It's moving up and holding the higher ground. Again, this is bullish. Everything is bullish in the market, including, believe it or not, natural gas and petroleum. Go figure there. All right, so notice we're not filling the bearish gaps, moving up, holding the higher ground, moving up, holding the higher ground. So this is all market's bullish. So this is T21.23, 4-week new high, new low. All right, so let's take a look at it. It's the same chart. Okay, it's just on a 3-bar. All right, this is the 3-bar chart. So it's the same thing, just condensed. All right, still up over the rising 17 EMA. Got that 200 SMA. Look at that. Finally made it up into these 2 prior all-time highs right in here. So it's made it in between that window of the 2 prior all-time highs. That's good. Everything bullish here, okay? Everything bullish. That was the measured move right there. We completed the measured move. All right, so I'm going to just take that off because we're done with that. And nothing says that that's the ceiling, okay? It can go higher, okay? Just saying that. And we can still go higher. But that was the measured move, and that was achieved. So there's 3-bar chart of T21.23. Now FNGU, okay? Yesterday, kind of melting up. Needed it to get over the 200. It tried twice, failed. But on each failure, we did not come down to the bottom and challenge the low. We kept making higher lows. Okay, that's a wind up right there. And you can see here's the wind up. Now we're starting to get ready to break out. We're up on top of this 200 SMA. We'll see how far we get with that today. Again, I think there'll be some resistance right up here at 412.22. If they get past that, that would be awesome. All right. If they get past 412.22, looking at the next level, 420, 421. All right. So like to see them get up past 412.20, 412, and then start melting up to 420. All right. We'll see what happens. So there's FNGU on the 15-minute chart. You see the pre-market, post-market, nothing but green. All right. Now we don't want them. What we don't want to see is climactic moves. All right. We don't want to see big candles. What we want to see is a nice, consistent drive or grind to the upside with no big candles. All right. If people see big candles, they're going to exit. All right. Need a nice, consistent drive to the upside. All right, so there's FNGU. Like almost the opposite of the meltdown, we're looking for a melt up. All right, so there's FNGU on the 15-minute. All right, let's go take a look at a few sectors, and then we're going to head off to our economic package. All right, so there's IWM. First one, USO. Price action for USO, making higher lows and higher highs. That's an uptrend. Okay, price action, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA there. Okay, need USO to break out over the 77.98 line. Okay, that's going to offer some resistance, 77.98. If price gets up there, okay, I would expect consolidation either under it or just on top of it. That'd be a good place to put some spreads because price will probably have to grind away at overhead supply in this area. Good place to put spreads because the move has been made up here. Now it's going to take the markets a little while to settle those gains. All right, so look for spreads when you see a place where the market is likely to stall or rest. Okay, for me those are great place to put spreads right up here, and I would like the put spread as opposed to the call spread because this is bullish. All right, so look for call spreads underneath this pivot. Look for bull credit spreads over this area right here over 81. All right, if you wanted to make some money on those, that's what I would be looking for. I'm not telling you what to do, but that's what I'd be looking for. So there's USO. Let's take a look at UNG. All right, UNG making higher lows and the higher highs, came up over this. All right, so that's an uptrend. All right. Price action is expected to come right to this point right here. Okay, see that valley? All right, where price went up and then gave it up. So that valley, price is expected to move to that target right there. If they acquire that target and then consolidate bullishly, I would like to see them climb the breakdown candle high. Okay, that would be right up there. Okay, 21. All right, if they get up here and act bullish. All right, so there's UNG in an uptrend. Yesterday's price action, a little higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap. See the space? All right, see that daily uptrend? Got some space in there over the 17 EMA. So there's UNG. If we could start selling our natural gas here from the USA, we could make some money. All right, we don't have any. We don't sell it, so there's no demand, so it never moves. You know, but if we could get the right people in the energy markets or the energy sector or the energy regulators, all right, to start moving our natural gas, we could get some demand out of it because the world needs it. All right, and we could get a decent demand going. You know, you can see where natural gas was at one time. only 2 or 3 years ago, right? Okay. We just gotta get the right the right people in there that want to move it. I think that the world that's out there is ready to consume it, and I think we've got the shipping containers to move it. I just don't think we got the right people, doing the regulations. All right, so here we are with UNG. All right, let's take a look at SMH. Market popping up. Market just popped to 572. Yeah, and then it backed off. All right, so here's SMH. All right, on the daily chart. Okay, higher low, higher high. That's an uptrend over the all-time high anchored VWAP. That's bullish. Okay, and price action. Just need an uptrend, all right? And we've been melting up right there for the past 2-3 days, all right? So there's SMH, that's bullish. Okay, moving up, holding the higher ground, that's bullish. All right, there's SMH, XLK. All right, same deal, all right? Up over the all-time high anchored VWAP, making higher lows, making higher highs. That's bullish, that's an uptrend. Just need uptrends, all right? XLK, bullish still. SMH, bullish still. Okay, XLI. All right, same deal. Making higher lows, higher highs, up over prior all-time high anchored VWAP. That's bullish. Got a measured move for XLI, and that's the measured move target, about 137. All right, that's a prior all-time high made 3 days ago, so back on Tuesday or Monday. So there's XLI, uptrend. Okay, SMH, uptrend. XLK, technology, uptrend. Semiconductors, uptrend. Technology, uptrend. Industrials, uptrend. XLF. All right, XLF moving up, holding the higher ground. Up over prior all-time high, which that right there. Okay, over that, an uptrend over that is bullish. All right. Price is acting bullish by holding the higher ground up here in quadrant 4. That's bullish. All right, so everything, XLF, uptrend. Higher lows, so you got a higher low here and a higher high. Made another higher low. We're just waiting for the next higher high. That's XLF, daily chart, bullish. So you got industrials, uptrend. You got utilities, uptrend, okay? Here's the utilities, okay? Higher low, higher high. Utilities uptrend, all right? Financials uptrend. Semiconductors uptrend. Everything's in an uptrend, okay? Even petroleum and nat gas uptrend, okay? Dollar is in a downtrend, okay? XRT, okay? This one's not quite got the memo yet. It's having a tough time. We got those longshoremen on strike. So we'll see what happens there, okay? Price was moving up and holding the higher ground. Notice it held it for much longer than we did right there. Okay, we made a higher low, possibly. I hope that's a higher low. Big candle with a big tail down at the bottom. I hope that's going to be a higher low. But anyways, price action was moving up and holding the higher ground. It made a higher low here. Okay, just haven't made the higher highs. So that's XRT. All right, it's bullish, but it's just not been in an uptrend. Okay, on the bigger picture, okay, for XRT, this is our retail sector. Okay, you can see price action, all right, went up and then over to the right, holding the higher ground. Okay, so for 2024, it's just been moving to the right. Okay, it's probably going to wait for those earnings to come out, and then we'll get a move to the upside. We'll see what happens. Thanks, Alan, for sharing that. All right. So there's XRT. All right, let's take a look at next one, IYT. All right. All right. Hold on to your britches. Okay. All-time high anchored VWAP. Price is over it. Just not moving up. Okay, they actually made a lower low than this little flake out right here. So kinda in a downtrend if you want to count that low. All right, that's kinda in a downtrend. Price breaking that low there. Has it made a lower high? Okay, but it did make a lower low, so kind of a downtrend. I don't know if you want to count that. It didn't break below the 17, so it's up to you if you want to count it. All right, for me, it's still an uptrend, just pulling back. Okay, it's up over all-time high anchored VWAP. It's been making higher lows and higher highs and higher lows and higher highs until it just flaked out right there. All right, so there's transports. For me, they're in an uptrend. For another person, they may be in a downtrend. All right, but right now, IYT is bullish because we're up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. All right, so there's transports. So we got a lot of stuff ready. Okay, we just need some good news. Maybe somebody comes out and settles the union strike. Okay, that would be nice. Maybe an end to the war or the turbulence in the Middle East. That would be nice. Okay, something nice would be welcomed at this time. All right, we could see price start to get parabolic. All right, so we'll see what happens. All right, let's take a look at the economics package. All right, oh, did not like that at all. Look at that dollar. Dollar's moving up and the market's moving up. So the dollar closed, it was in a downtrend with lower highs and lower lows. Lower highs and lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Now we just made a new high. All right, so dollar in an uptrend right now. All right, see that? Just took out that high. Now, hopefully they don't take out this high over here. So we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, did not like that. I was so hoping to see it break this thing down here. Now there's a possibility. They're going to get up here into resistance. See these two tails here and here. And they get halted. Notice this could be the big candle at the end of the move. It's a possibility. All right, so maybe they go for another 20 cents and then they turn around and melt off. That would be nice to see. Go up 20 cents, fail to make a higher high over here, fail to breach over this consolidation here and here, and then fade away after that. We'll see. That's a big move in a short time. So there's US dollar. And what else was I going to say? Economic calendar for today. We've got the employment situation comes out at 8:30. All right, which is already out. Earnings report. Nothing really happening. Okay, some familiar names, but nothing that's going to move the markets. And for Max Payne for today is $5.67. I don't think we're going anywhere near it. We'll see. All right. Put to call ratio about one, almost 2 puts for every call. All right. All right, traders. That's it. I'll be back at 9:15, and we'll open up the markets. All right. I'll take questions in the room if there's any questions. If not, we'll go ahead and open up the markets then.